Last time, the gang brought Farmer Johnson's newly orphaned daughters to the safety of downtown Tanbutte and placed them in Deputy Lupin's care. Sheriff Stalin confronted them about the illegal use of magic before talking to Mother Ressie May about the unfortunate fate of Jensen Barker. Whereupon they were asked to look into the outcome of the mayoral election, fearing it had been rigged. On the promise of digging deeper into the potential scandal, Gilbert was approached about joining the infamous Wolves' Den. But before the gang could start, the Shepherd's Sons finally arrived, ushering the communal festivities.
The Druids' march has finally arrived. There's a long procession of about maybe 30 to 40, various types of humanoids, like mostly elves, a few humans, like I said, occasional orc, different humanoids. Happen to be 2 gnomes, which is kind of strange. But leading the procession is a man about 5'11", long, sun-kissed, dirty blonde hair that is braided with sprigs of living flowers and vines and moss, kind of crowning the top of his head. And he has wearing robes of flowing greens and browns and grays, and there's dust and mud caked into about maybe a foot up into his dress, and his feet look wrapped almost, and he has a giant staff from a birch branch that's kind of kind of like a birch branch tree, but it opens up like this with the little branches, and there's a rock hanging in the center of it. But the most noteworthy thing of this man is, besides his just natural look, is that he has 2 fallow deer antlers that have rounded prongs that come up here, and then they go back a little bit and swoop up into kind of worn paddles. If you've ever seen a fallow deer that's more rounded, but it kind of has a moose part towards it, so they have a little paddly look. And you can see that there are flowers on the antlers as well. And
Are these on his head?
Yeah, these are on his head.
Are they attached to his head, or are they a part of his head?
From what you can see, yeah, they're part of him.
Hell yeah.
Patrick, this is your good friend
Mikael.
Mikael, thank you. Mikael. This is Mikael Bird. He is the shepherd of the elves from Fairbrook, or the shepherd of the Shepherd's Sons. He is flanked on his right and left. On his right side is another elven woman, longer dark hair, braided very nicely. She has some lilies growing in her hair, like Lily of the Valley, but not to the extent of Mikael. Patrick, this is Tansulia, Valmis Bird, the wife of Mikael. And then on his left is Gorwin Presuin. He has a dark brown shoulder-length hair. He's about 6 foot tall. And while Tansula's robes mirror Mikael's, his are more blues and dark blues, kind of cosmic-ish, but no purples. And light whites, but he still has the dirt kind of up as well. They look very worn, but very welcoming. Various color in the robes is very greens, and some have kind of orangish tints to their colors and everything, but it's mostly greens and browns and grays amongst everybody else. Some have staves, some of them have clubs and stuff. There's lots of backpacks and general traveling wear. But they make it through the town, and Mikael comes to the base of the staircase, where you now see, standing in front of the band, you see the Billows family. Mayor Jim Billows, standing front and center, flanked by his wife and their son. Billows is kind of a portly, middle-aged man with brown, graying hair and beard and a gray suit. He's about 5'5", but he's rotund and jolly. He's standing there with like his little mustache kind of up, like smiley. He's like, welcome, welcome. On his left, kind of mirroring Mikael, the bird family, there is Sandra, or Sissy Billows as common people know.
Sissy.
She's kind of a mousy, middle-aged woman with like graying black hair that's kind of loosely pulled back, but it's made to look very neat. And then on the other side is their son, Samuel Anthony. He's, like in his 20s, about fair features, very tan from like the sun, but he kind of he takes more after Jim, it seems. What did you get?
7.
Okay. Billows opens his arm. He goes, "Ah, the shepherd's sons, it is wonderful to see you all in our tiny little town of Tanbutte. Welcome back after a marvelous march. It is wonderful to see you all." And Mikael kind of bows, and he is likewise. It's a big honor to be here again. We thank you for giving us another year of warm welcome. And we are very gracious for the hospitality that you have bestowed upon my people. And Billow's like, welcome, have fun. You know you are always welcome on my property to rest and take care. Imbibe, enjoy, and know that you are welcome in Tanbutte anytime. And people are like, yeah, cheering. There's clapping. The music picks up, and then Billows is like, thank you to the Druids that have gone out of their way yet again to bring us the blessing of Thea, making our soils richer and more fertile than they ever have been in the past. We have prospered from a beautiful bounty of last year's harvest, and we look forward to finishing the planting season here this year with the blessing of Thea and sons. And Mikael bows again, and he just kind of, Mikael does like this grand motion, and most of you who haven't seen, you don't get to see magic done outright. You see his hands go up, and you can see like his hands kind of have like barkish quality to it. It's fair and soft looking, but he does this, and there's like cosmos kind of sparkling effect as he does this.
Imagine.
Yeah, no, he does this, and he goes, the blessings of Thea and everything else that must prosper and grow from this land. Blessings onto Tanbutte, the cornucopia of Harima. And they all nod, and like all the Druids bow, and many of the ones in the procession take a knee, and they all kind of stand in a moment of prayer as Mikael stands like this with his eyes closed, closes his hands, and brings down his staff. And you kind
I'm
of
mirroring what the rest of them are doing.
as he hits the staff on the ground, everybody kind of feels like this warmth and embrace, and like a breath of fresh air fill your lungs. And you just exhale, and it's just peaceful and calm. And there's like this moment of silence, and the band has stopped, and everybody just kind of takes that in for a second. He goes, "Thank you for everything you have done for Harima." And he nods. He nods to you, Patrick, and they kind of move off towards the direction of the Billows estate. So the procession goes through town, and kids are still throwing stuff, and then people are clapping and laughing, and you can see the merriment kind of overtakes the town. And people start going to stalls and bustling around and just enjoying starting to enjoy the festival.
While Mayor Jim was doing his whole speech, Nazar had leaned over to Gilbert and was like, do we like him? Is good? Is bad?
You Mayor Jim?
Yeah.
He's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn to the group and say, thank you all for your time, but I have some duties to attend to. And I'm gonna head over to the Billows estate to go meet with Mikael.
Goodbye, Patrick.
Goodbye.
Well,
I'll see you in a bit.
okay, good. I was gonna say, I hope I see him soon. I don't want him to go nowhere. Like his little whispery voice.
Yeah.
It's soothing.
When they do the druid, whatever they did, like giving like the blessing, would Lachlan like recognize, like would that be because part of him, his learning about himself and what he can do, does it feel similar almost? Because Thea is the sister of Earth, correct, and trying to like figure out if the things that he's realizing he can do come from, you know, a good place, a bad place, like what place that they come from. Like if it felt familiar. Like,
it feels familiar because you've gone through this through Druid March or the Raelians at Rest every year.
Mm-hmm.
It's a ritual that they always
Yeah.
do. You know, it feels like a strange mix of divinely arcane.
Okay.
It's similar but different.
Yeah, and that's
But
kind of what I.
You're like, because you're finding out more about yourself, you're kind of like, but it's similar but different.
Okay, that's about what I figured. It's the same, but once that happens, then but the first thing that Lachlan would want to do, because if we're kind of like festival time, I want to go to that. You said there was a book stall, and I want to see if they have like a draconic common dictionary.
Aww.
Like on the off chance they might have that.
Wow. How kind. Poor Nazar.
So you kind of come up to the book stall, and you come up to somebody you know this man is a very big orc, but he's very big, but he's very dapper.
Wow!
He has a very well-oiled mustache and little goatee, and he wears a red vest with white and red pinstripes, like a collared shirt underneath, and like a little, you know, like a bolo, like a little black bolo here. But he's too big for this stall.
Aww.
A little bit, but you know, all the stalls are about 3 feet across, with additional couple feet out that hang out this way, and like the covers. Awning, thank you. But you know this man to be the head town banker. His name's Simon Mirren, Mirren. And he's just kind of looking. He goes, "Oh, Lachlan, it is good to see you."
It's good to see you too, Simon. Seeing it is the festival, you might have something a little out of the ordinary. Would you happen to have a draconic and to common dictionary? I'm looking to, and like looks over it. Nazar's like looking to
He's drinking,
brush,
downing alcohol.
Learning. I need to keep sharp in my old age. Pick up some extra languages.
Yes. Let me look. There are like crates of boxes behind him. Like he's been sitting on a couple, and he's like, "Give me a moment. I think I might have something." Let me see. I'm looking through my books. He kind of pulls one out, and he's like,
There's that in a moment. It's a small stall. He's a large man.
and he kind of like, he takes it, and he's like,
It's a pocket dictionary.
yeah, it's about this big.
Yeah.
And old and tattered. It was once like a bright red, but it's more like pinky now. And it's got, it says, draconic to common.
Yeah, like
dictionary.
an English-French dictionary.
Yeah, and then it also says it in draconic underneath it. And he goes, so that is one that
that's
might help. I don't know any draconic myself, so
it's like exactly what I'm.
To me.
Exactly, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
All right, that's let's say about 10 gold.
Damn. The price of knowledge is steep.
Regular books go for 25, so that's a deal.
Gee, wow. It's that gold. It's that gold economy inflation. Like looks at it, looks at Nazar, and is like, of course.
Aww, this man.
What else?
Okay, so you got a book. I would like to cut to Patrick.
Yes.
So you kind of start bringing up the rear a little bit of the shepherd's sons, and you can see that while everybody else has been led ahead, Mikael is kind of waiting at the outskirts of town, like towards the end of the pack, just holding his staff, watching his followers go off. They're being led off by Samuel to the Billows estate, from what you can tell. He kind of sees you coming up and he goes, yes. Patrick, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing well. We have been given about the same area that we were given last year to set up camp. I've made some new friends this year, and I'm very happy about that.
This is wonderful to hear. I am proud of you. I know how hard it is for you to move outside your comfort zone.
Yes. How was the journey here?
It was arduous, but we happened to only lose 2 of our followers this year. I mean, especially passing through Whitechapel.
Did they die of natural causes?
Sadly, no. The folk of Whitechapel are not as accommodating as here in Tanbutte.
I wish I could have been there.
At least it's not of a friend of mine I've lost before. But that is a story for a different time, my friend. Do you wish to continue with us to Fairbrook?
Yes. I will be traveling with you the rest of the way.
Because if it is true what you say that you have found new friends, I would not feel, upset or hurt if you decided to separate from us.
Some of them have asked to join the Druid's March to Fairbrook.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, I don't see what is wrong with that. I'm Tansula and I would be very, very happy to have such esteemed guests in our home. You are, if you continue to wish to follow, I'd be more than happy to accommodate.
Thank you.
How are you doing, my good Patrick?
There's just a few more things that I wanted to let you know about town. Over by the Johnson farm, there was an Ankeg nest. I wanted to let you all know to be careful over there, and if you needed any guidance, I could travel over there and protect. They've been mostly taken care of, but there's no promises.
Well, hopefully the blessing that we have left from Thea will discourage such monstrosities to take root here. I do know that there are bothersome pests. Thankfully, we have passed that area, and we are only moving northwards from here on out. But thank you for the notification.
Of course.
But
and if there's anything that I can do around camp tonight, that would
touches your shoulder, and he goes, "My good friend, you have done more than 1,000,000 lifetimes we could ask for. You have given so much for us, and we thank you and are truly indebted to you and your services. Please enjoy yourself. You deserve it."
I will.
He goes,
You as well.
"Blessings. Enjoy yourself, enjoy Aurelian's rest. We will be here waiting if you care to join us, but take use of the accommodations and have fun."
Of
And he
course.
goes, "Have a good evening, Patrick Goodwin."
Thank you.
And he bows his head slightly, and he moves off to follow up the path. And you've known this man is a very even keel kind of walk. It seems like if people looked at him, they think it's pretty slow, but it's almost like he has his own internal rhythm that he's moving to. And he follows off into the dark. You can see a faint glowing from his staff, but that's about it. And the flowers that are on him.
Does it look like anybody else needs help around the camp setting up or doing anything?
No, they're pretty self-sufficient group, as you've come to know. Kind of why you were attracted to them in the first place. So they're just starting out and putting up like camping supplies, like tents and stuff. So they're putting that up, and it's very simple and nice. But nobody seems to really need help. If they do, they kind of help each other already. You're pretty much free to either, if you want to stay with them, you can, or you can return back to town.
I'm gonna try to stay within earshot of the camp, but also stay in the town. I don't want to venture too far into the town, just in case there's an issue or a fight or whatever. I want to be there to help them.
You could, because it's about not 3/4 of a mile away. I mean, it's close enough that if something were to happen, you would probably hear it, or somebody would come out about it. It's a lot of people are paying attention to the Druids because it's about them today.
Yeah.
So you've kind of known, being through Tanbutte before, they don't really mess with the Druids. They're kind of
Perfect.
they're like the last safe haven stop before Fairbrook. They're like, you bless our ground, we're gonna kind of protect you a little bit.
All right, then I will go back to the group.
Okay. Group, what are you doing?
I'm asking Gilbert about this fighting ring
Yeah.
that the children told me about. It has piqued my interest.
So, I'm several alcoholic drinks in.
Are we still on the porch rocking?
Make another Constitution saving throw. Are you drinking still?
Oh yeah.
Make a Constitution.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, don't you know? I'm having a good time. Oh no.
Well, another 15.
A con?
What'd you?
7.
You just made it.
He's drunk.
You are drunk.
Fight! But he says it in Draconic. Actually. He starts speaking Draconic.
No.
Only Draconic.
No. So, there's a fight that goes on. It's all above board. Nothing crazy. But you get in the ring. And you beat each other up.
So is this with weapons? Is this just...
I believe there's a mixture. You can kind of choose what you want to use. I think there's separate categories for fist fighting, and then maybe I don't use weapons, so I just kind of punch people. I mean, I got a little dagger, but it's kind of not useful.
We've seen you punch things, Gilbert.
Yeah. So, yeah, you get into the ring and you beat each other up. That's kind of it.
In Draconic, he says, "Fight to kill, fight to kill, fight to kill."
But yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. I try to do it every year.
Is there a prize for winning, or is it just fun?
There's usually a little something at the end if you're the winner. I like to think. I personally have come close to winning. I'm not the number one.
Oh.
I have won a couple times, but not every time.
Good to know.
Well, they're
I would like to do this.
Oh, all right, sure. I'm gonna stand up. What is that?
I'm gonna try to stay.
We'll try to find our way over there. Yeah, it's about time I get. Let me get another drink first, and then we'll.
Gil. I don't think that's wise.
Intercon. He says another one.
I understand that enough to know that you want.
Between the two of you, that keg is done.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, we want another glass. Another keg. In Draconic, he says another keg, and he knocks on the keg.
Ooh.
Nazar takes out gold.
No.
Lays it on the table.
Hey, if you're paying.
No, he has the pouch in his hand. He's not handing his pouch
Oh.
over. He's saying he'll pay, but he's not giving you the pouch.
All right. I see. I'm gonna head back inside.
And he takes out one, and he like gestures like, "Is this enough? Like one gold for
you know.
He takes out another gold. Third one.
That should do it. Yeah, that should do
I give
it.
you the 3 gold, and I put my pouch.
I'm gonna head back into the.
You gave him 5 gold before, and we
And
got
that was for
for
food.
food. Right, but then you also got a keg.
We'll see. So I'm gonna head back in. Mother my eyes. I'm gonna cover this. Is the bar still full?
It's yeah, because people are in town right now.
Right. Larkin. Me and my friend would like another keg.
Isn't it my
Outside
friend
in the window, I'm waving.
I don't have time for grammar right now,
Isn't it
Lark.
my friend and I? Somebody's got a care in this town. It better be me.
My friend and I
That's better. Thank you.
would like another.
Excuse me, what?
You know, like little,
you don't think I saw those gnomes come over there with that Billows bitch shit?
I paid them.
You ought to drink a keg.
No, well, it wasn't just me. It was me and
I'm
my
out the
friend.
window waving and I'm knocking.
He looked, he's like,
He's a big fella.
oh.
You hit them all at once.
You know he's not from here. He drink a lot on them boats, they call
Shit. I don't know what a fucking boat is. Dumbass shit. Yeah. Fine.
them. How much that gonna cost?
4 gold.
That's fine.
Oh.
No, that's fine. I'll use the 3 that you gave, and no, I'm gonna spend 2, and I'm gonna spend some of my 2. So I'm gonna take the keg,
Mm-hmm.
little bit can.
This time, it has a giant A branded on it.
Ooh.
Eh.
I asked about this.
This isn't it's not the man, it's the ale.
It's not a man, it's
the
a
ale.
Thank you very much, Larkin.
Get out.
Yeah,
If I find you pissed drunk on my stoop, I'll kick the shit out of you.
I'll be pissed drunk on the ground next to the stool.
Get out.
All right. I'm gonna come out of the door. So I'm gonna just kind of like, hey.
And he goes,
Okay.
I brought that's while I was getting the dictionary, I come back to them them celebrating, and I'm flipping
Did you
through
return
it.
the 1 gold?
Yes, you go.
I ask in the most broken, unconjugated, bad draconic. It's you are enjoy time.
And Nazar goes, slow burn. And in Draconic, he goes, yes, I am enjoying myself. I'm so thankful that somebody can actually understand me. It's been so long since I've been able to speak my own language and people actually know what I'm saying. There's only one person that I actually know that I constantly speak Draconic to. You'd think my common would be better by now, but actually it's really not, because I really just only want to speak Draconic.
As you hear this, you see this pissed drunk. He's just like, you're just standing Locker just looking. He's like,
It's well,
Nazar
hand him
looks at the book and he's like, oh, and he takes it and like, takes him and he flips.
What's everybody else doing?
I would like to get up and try to find the fight ring.
He shows you, yes, I'm enjoying myself.
Easy enough. Easy enough.
I'm going with.
So,
While they were drinking, I grabbed just like a sandwich from inside.
So Jimmy John Slim.
Yeah,
we
I'm just
follow
like,
them?
Larkin,
I
I
see
knew
Oh,
so
yeah, I was,
much.
like,
Okay,
behind
and that's
them.
like I ate while
With
they
our
were
keg.
while we were watching.
I'm at 8.
As am I.
Snails.
And I was gonna mention this.
That food healing up.
I need I'm tired. I'm a bit tired. So I need
You
Can I use
caroused for
the-
an hour.
can I count that as a short rest and
yeah,
or
I would say because you guys were sitting and just
We
talking,
ate,
you
we
didn't do
chatted.
anything.
Yep.
You can consider yourself that you've had a light or a short rest. So
Okay.
roll hit dice to get back up if
I
you
mean,
need to.
I'm still at full
You
HP.
fucking-
I'm missing 1 hit point.
You're fine.
We're still at
Eating
full.
all
We
my
didn't take
goddamn
like
snails.
I'm at 4.
Okay.
As am I.
Awesome.
And I've got my moxie points back.
Bless you.
Yeah.
It's been a long ass day.
It has been.
I work at night,
So
man.
long
I
day.
can't sleep.
So
this is actually really funny because you guys just met each other and you're all still hanging out. Which
it's because I've been perpetually drunk all day.
Lochran hasn't met anyone interesting since he came back from the war.
Listen,
The war.
rude. Gil and I live here.
Like,
Okay, so you guys, are we all collectively going to the fight ring?
yeah. Yeah, they go,
With our
we're
big
just like...
fucking keg and our glasses.
I'm
Even-
going to make sure we get the mugs back.
The fucking party squad.
We're rolling up. One of us has like a speaker on our shoulder. The other one's got the keg. We all have matching hats.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
You-
So, just so you guys know, the arson well keg that you ended up getting is a darker ale, but it has really rich fruity undertones.
Oh, that sounds good.
So, I think it's more like a stout, but with like kind of like a not like that, like a porter.
Okay,
A porter with like raspberry
That
notes.
sounds good. I was like a beerhead the other day.
Like, as we're
It was
going,
like a
even like
slice of
Lochran,
chocolate
like,
cake.
grabs a mug,
In a
like,
can.
grab.
So you guys, you residents here, you
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
that the fight ring is called the stables. It happens to happen at the town stables, which is towards the northern end of town, just a little bit outside of the main hubbub, but close enough where people can just come in and drop. It's kind of like the parking garage of the town. You know that Miko Bird, who runs the stables, he puts all the horses away to keep away from the crowd because he knows that people get fucking crazy during Rayland. Like any festival, people turn up for what? And you can already see that there are several lanterns and like torches being like there's like a huge space. So you get there and you can see that there's already like a gathering, a size not terrible but like a sizable gathering kind of in the area. So you kind of get there and you can see that there are a couple people in there. There's several people like around. They're kind of like there's not a fight happening, but it's getting ready to start. So you get there and you see that there's kind of like a scrawnier looking man, but he kind of looks wiry and like kind of shaking up red hair and it's like ready to go, kind of like pumping himself up. But there's this very short, stocky woman with short brown hair, and she's got her fists up and she's ready. And you see a kind of tan skin, black hair, shoulder length, young elven male. Lochran, you know this to be Miko Bird. He is Mikael's son.
I thought so.
Patrick, you have met Miko before as well. He's kind of coming into the center, and he's like, hold on, don't start punching yet, please. People who want to place bets, find me, give the money to me, place bets. Don't throw it into the ring like last time. There is horse shit still here. Don't. And And people are like, ah! You know, people are definitely drinking. And it's pretty rambunctious and everything going on. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
I want to talk to Miko though.
Okay, he kind of comes to the edge. He goes, and go! And we have a fight begins. The wiry man they they're like sizing each other up. And let's see. He kind of goes to come in, like he looks like he's gonna try to get her in like the kidney, but she comes up, smack, like just like a right hook right across his face. He kind of stumbles backwards, and he just like did not see that coming, and she immediately gets back into a defensive stance. He's just like, fucking A, man, like what the hell? And she's just, gotta be better than that. And he comes up, and he goes, okay, boom, right in the chest, and she goes, and she staggers backwards, and he's like, and he comes, and he darts again while he kind of caught her by surprise, and goes, boom, and hits her in this other side, like her other kidney, and she's like, fuck. But she just kind of goes, alright, and she goes, open hand, smacks right across the temple, and he just goes, boom, and he falls down to the ground, nearly missing a semi-fresh plopper. And,
Damn, good.
she picks him up by the back of his shirt, and she throws him.
I want to put money on her.
He kind of catches himself a little bit, and he's just like, ugh. And he's pushing himself up, and she goes, bam, right in his face, and he goes right down. And she just wipes some dirt off of everything, and people are like, yeah! Tara! And he goes, alright, and next round, volunteers, people.
Hey!
Oh, fuck you.
Fuck you.
What the fuck do you want, Gil?
I want in.
In Draconic, I say, my friend wants it in. And I'm pointing at Milk's shadow.
You want in?
No, I want in.
You want in too? Do you
So
want
she wants in.
Do you allow weapons? Is there a round for weapons?
Any other weapon fighters that want to fight? Give me a moment. It might be a moment. You, sir?
Absolutely.
Very.
Lockren just...
Lockren with his 7 strength and 12
You
dexterity.
almost had me there, friend. Okay,
She's definitely dex-based.
well, and you hear, I'll do it. I'll do it. And then you see, Alex kind of push through the crowd.
Nice! Are the girls here? Or did she leave them at the festival?
They're probably scampering around. I mean, you can make a perception check.
Yeah.
Where are the babies? You had one job.
My boy!
14.
You notice in the
Another
crowd.
fucking 10.
You notice in the crowd, there's Maggie sitting like at the bottom of like a fence. Like
Yeah, the slack.
she's like the second slide. Like she got a cat next to her. And cat is kind of and Catherine is kind of like leaning, like she's hanging on the top part, kind of sitting with her knees on the bottom part. So they're there. They're watching. Alex comes up.
Azar sees her, and immediately his hard eyes. And Draconic, he whispers, she's so pretty.
And then Miko looks at you. He goes, yeah, she's quite a looker. He sits back.
In Draconic?
Mm-hmm.
And in Draconic, he says, I'm so happy that somebody else speaks Draconic. It's just so hard for me. Nobody else speaks Draconic. I can speak common. They speak so much
Hey,
common,
put
but so
me
many
in.
commons go good.
Yeah,
He goes
soon,
through the whole thing.
Soon, Tara needs a break.
And he just shakes me.
You'll be after them. She needs a round. Okay, it's okay, buddy.
He shakes Miko and he's
I'm
just so
just gonna
happy.
keep drinking then.
He just hugs me.
Fucking A, man.
He offers Miko a drink. He like offers him his cup.
Sure.
And he slings it
And he
out
goes,
around Miko.
"Bets-
He found his new best
Bets
friend.
for
Sorry, Burkill.
one Deputy Lupin, or I'm sorry, you're not done.
Moon shadow.
Or Moon Shadow.
Ah!
Put your bets
Oh,
down.
no.
Put your bets down.
His two friends.
And people start putting bets down.
His friend and his
The
girlfriend.
love of his life.
What?
And his
What
friend.
do I see? What she has?
She comes in and she goes, what is your, I have an old sword, it was my father's, but, and she does, she has a great sword. Yeah, so,
Hell yeah!
so she
I
kind
love
of,
this woman.
she's kind of like, she looks very excited, and she's like, she's standing in the ring with you.
Yeah.
She's not like aggressive or anything. She just looks like she's looking for a good time.
Yeah.
She's like, look, I saw you come in and I saw you had all that stuff. She goes, that's freaking awesome. Like, nobody in this town likes weaponry like that anymore. And frankly, shut up. Shut up, Gilbert. We know. We know.
Gil, you're drunk.
I'm not drunk. I can hold my liquor.
Hold on. I need to find another piece of paper.
I am on the brink though. So, goddamn.
Goddamn.
So goddamn.
Goddamn.
I pull out my swords, my 2 scimitars, and I just start warming up. And
She
I'm like,
warms up her wrist. She goes, it's been a while. It's been a long while since I've been able to use this.
She's bluffing.
Adjusts
I'm
her
very
belt of
excited.
Storm Giant strike.
I tell her I'm very excited to spar with someone, so
She's like, as am I.
so enthusiastic.
So,
Like this is what I grew up doing.
Moonshadow, roll for initiative.
Good. Oh fuck. 13.
So, Alex is going first.
What are
She
the
is.
odds on Moonshadow?
What's your initiative?
Plus 8.
You can
I have a
put, what are you putting down?
So 5 silver. I believe in my friend.
No, I can't. My heart is torn.
I hope my
Okay. So Alex is going to.
I'm just gonna marvel. Is it a
It's
nat one?
cocked,
Uh-huh.
and it's a nat 20 on a cock.
Thank
Uh-huh.
God.
Try
Reroll
again.
that shit.
It's the name of my new band.
Okay.
Huh?
Nat 20 on a cock.
21 hit.
Huh?
21 hit.
Yeah.
Okay. 11 points of damage.
Good.
Does an 11 hit?
No.
Okay. She kind of cleaves in, like, it's non-lethal.
Yeah.
And like, whenever they hit,
Mm-hmm.
it's, you guys have to be able to hit with the flat parts of your swords. But she manages to, it's kind of like fencing a little bit.
Yeah. She just.
She manages to hit your sword but smack you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, you just took 11 points of non-lethal damage. So
Yes.
once you hit 0, you're going to kind of like KO, but you're not
Yeah.
down and out. It is your turn.
Good. You gotten a good one. My turn.
Okay. She's like you see that. And you know now that she's not wearing armor or anything.
Mm-hmm. It's a 21 to hit.
That definitely hits.
First one is 7 points of damage. Second attack with my offhand, that's a 10 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. And then I'm going to action surge.
There it is. There you go.
Because I'm back up for a short rest.
Hold on.
So that's another 21 to hit.
That hits.
And that is another 6 points of damage. 15 to hit.
That also hits.
Oh shit.
And that's 9 points of damage.
You told her she died.
9.
She's kind of laughs and she's like, you're really good.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard to find somebody who's good with a fucking blade around here. That is an 11 to hit.
That does not hit.
No. So she kind of misses and she kind of staggers forward a little bit. Ooh, stepping into like a little patty. But she kind of turns around to use that momentum to kind of cleave back. Natural 20.
Good.
Roll a
Good.
1, you won't.
6.
Yeah, I
9
was at
damage.
1. I was at 1.
Okay.
So I go down.
So you kind of, when she kind of turns around, she comes in and she smacks you in the back of the head with the flat end of her greatsword, and it's pretty hefty. You kind of go, and you fall to your knees, and you kind of like, you're
See
seeing
stars.
stars, you're like,
Woo.
but she comes up behind you, so you're at half health now. I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
It's non-lethal.
Yeah. You're sparring.
You're sparring. This is all non-lethal.
Yeah.
She kind of comes up and grabs you on the shoulder, and she goes, "That was fun. We should do that again. I would
Definitely.
be very, very happy to do that again."
Yes, definitely. I would love that.
You lost all your silver,
Yeah.
and you owe another gold piece.
Yeah.
You know that there's a bigger competition tomorrow. Alright, who is next?
Nah.
Gil
Yeah.
versus Tara Strong. And you hear people go, woo! Yeah! And Tara, kind of pretty gruff woman. She's about 4'11", and she kind of jumps into the ring.
Is she just a short human? Or is she like
Make an insight check.
Okay. Fuck. It's a 9. I'm rolling absolutely horribly today.
Bets, my friends.
I'm
Bets.
gonna
I put
throw 2 gold for Gilbert.
I put the gold on Gilbert.
Gilbert,
Yes.
roll for initiative.
You got this, Gilbert.
Well,
And Draconica say, kick his ass!
that's an 8.
She is going first. Okay, 18 to hit. Here we go, folks. 5 points of damage. If she just, as soon as Miko goes, stop, go! She just comes and goes right to your nose.
Yeah.
Just right to the nose. Come on. Wake up! Out of your drunken stupor. 11 again. Or plus. 11 hit.
11 hit?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So she goes for her set. She punches you. She's like, "Wake up!" And then she goes to smack you in the temple, but you kind of just go like that, and you sidestep out. And she goes for her third attack. She misses, and she tries to. She's like taunting you because she's kind of like going like that with her fingers on the sides, but she misses, and you kind of like. You fought her last year.
Fist. Well, that's a natural 1.
So you kind of try to go, and she immediately just grabs your hand and just throws it down.
Alright, well, here we are. We're going to spend a Moxie point and do 2 more attacks.
Do it.
Fucking hell. 12.
No, that does not.
Okay. Third attack. There it is, 22 to hit.
That definitely hits. Because so she kind of like knocks out the second one, and she's like, "Come on, Gilbert, you gotta do better than that."
Okay. 5
Damage.
damage.
Okay.
Bludgeoning. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. It is her turn. She kind of like sidesteps a little bit, and she pulls up her. She like kind of cracks her knuckles like this, and then she goes right in for her first attack. Natural 1. You do the same thing and smack it away, and you kind of laugh back. She goes for her second one. Misses again. So you're doing the same taunting back to her, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
13 to hit.
That matches.
Okay. So the third one, she's kind of, you can see the frustration in her eyes, and she kind of just hits you into the side, dealing 5 points damage.
Okay.
Your turn.
Alright, I'm just gonna kind of like spit out anything I got. and just-
Fucking pissed drunk again.
16 hit.
It's
Yeah, dude. Ooh, 9 points of damage. And then I'm just gonna go.
Come on.
Bonus action. Attack again. 15 to hit.
That hits.
4
Nice.
damage. And then I'm going to spend a Moxie point to brace up for the next hit. And gain 6 temporary hit points.
Shit. She kind of was like, she just kind of frowns at that, and she's like,
And actually, do that, and I'm going to quickly go like round to Nazar. Drink!
I throw him. I'm gonna take it back and I fill it and I'm waiting. I have like a towel over my shoulder like a
9
coach.
does not hit. So she kind of races at you, kind of like this, ready to just get you, and she punches the cup instead, and it sloshes out.
I catch the glasses and swallow it. Like, no, the glasses. We need that.
Second attack. 9.
Damn. All bark, no bite. Right?
She's like,
Maybe Gil's is better than we
stay
all
still,
thought.
Gilbert. And she just in her frustration, she just
Does she enter a rage like a barbarian?
no. She kind of goes, "Arr!" and she misses again, and she's like, "Fucking stay still,
Someone's gotten lazy with the winnings from last year.
Slazy. Fuck you." Your turn.
Well, 9 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, well, bonus action. Woo! 9 again.
Nope. She's like,
We're just missing
You're
over here.
lazy.
she goes, "Fucking big talk for a little man."
She's 4'11".
13 matches.
So she hits again, dealing 8 damage, and she just fucking sucker punches you. She's like, "I remember recalling to be the stallion for 3 years running." She misses for a second attack. She goes, "How many years have you been a stallion here?" 8 hit.
8 does not hit.
So she kind of like touches you, but it's more of like an annoyance, not like that. She goes, "I recall being the stallion here."
They're more like the pony.
Damn, go off.
She spits at you.
Yeah. 23 to hit.
That is.
5 bludgeoning. And then we're just gonna go again. Smack him back. 18 to hit.
Does that.
Hang and bang.
8 bludgeoning damage.
How do you want to do it?
Yeah. So after the pony power, just kind of like.
And she kind of is like getting ready to go for her next set.
And I'll just kind of move around and quickly dash through, pose a swing, and she's gonna go with that and match her right, like uppercut, right.
Into her solar flex.
Yeah.
Ooh, and she goes. And it spits a couple times. And she kind of staggers and she stumbles back and falls flat on her ass into a pie.
Oh.
I'm slamming on the thing like,
Cage!
And people are like, "What?" Upset! And
how much did I win?
How does Maggie feel about it?
Maggie said she's probably one of the loudest. She's Sorry.
Fine.
I'm gonna extend a hand to help her up.
She rolls her eyes and kind of takes it.
My favorite part is that Julian took off his glasses to roleplay the fight and then put them back on as soon as it was over.
So she's like, "Yeah, bring her A game tomorrow. Maybe you can be the stallion this year."
Oh, you bet your bottom dollar I'll be there.
Whatever.
Fuck off.
And she just kind of, just goes, and fumbles her way out.
I'm making my way back to my friends.
How much did I win?
How much did we win?
Okay,
I bet
so
2 gold pieces.
you get 2 gold. You get 5 gold back.
Hell yeah.
You won, so it's like 1 and 5 silver.
Yeah.
So you get your 1 back and an additional 5 silver. Not much, but hey, man.
And I fucking owed a gold.
Howdy, howdy, friends.
His heart shakes over and then pops open the keg and starts dumping it on him.
God.
Oh, you paid for that!
I know, I
Don't
did pay
waste it.
for it. Drink it.
Oh my god.
He's like, chug, chug, chug. And then he takes it and he chugs some and then he makes Gilbert chug some.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And then it's empty and I throw it.
We need to take
Make
that
a
back.
Constitution saving throw.
Who?
Both of you.
Hell yeah.
Good.
What's my con? Con is +4, 23.
You fucking make it good.
14.
You
You
after that fight, you turn around. It's like you get out of the ring and then immediately just like kind of push through the crowd. And you go, and you throw up, and then people are like, "Oh," people around you are like, "Ew." Yeah. So you guys, there seems to be other fights starting. If you guys want to continue to fight,
Nah, I'm too drunk.
Did you want to fight?
I'm alright, Gil. Thank you.
Okay.
Well done out there, by the way.
Thank you.
I grab what's his name, Miko.
Miko.
And I bring him like while he's doing his job, I grab him
Oh,
instead, and I bring him over to Locke. And in Draconic, I say he speaks Draconic too. Can you believe it?
Holy shit, that's
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
But you don't actually speak Draconic. You don't know what you
don't.
said.
No, I'm
Draconic.
I said it in
Oh my-
Draconic to you. Like, can you believe it?
Yeah.
That's so many people. You speak Draconic.
Yes, good
I said it in Draconic. Unless you speak
Yeah.
Draconic,
Oh.
you don't understand what
So he what do you mean?
so
Like,
no one else understands.
It's okay. You might want to get your friends home.
yeah. Oh god.
Sobered up, perhaps.
Drunk sitter. What time? Like what time is it? Is it like late?
It's
is it like
pushing. You know, you've been in a couple fights, and
Been out all day.
it's probably 9 o'clock.
I'm old and
yeah,
tired.
like
Lots
Real
of I
you're-
was supposed to be there 2 hours ago.
basically.
Lockrin, you want a drink?
No, I think you should. Like, it was a great fight. It was a great fight. You should go sleep this off. You took a couple big hits. If you get any more concussions, your brain is literally going to come out of your nose.
Nazar, as you guys are all kind of just giggling and just like fucking piss drunk. Moonshadow, between you and Nazar, Alex comes up and she's like, she's standing right next to you, and she goes, I don't know when or where you want. Like, she goes, you're from like Emta, aren't you?
Yes.
I heard some crazy stuff about there, but your weapon fighting there is amazing. But people just kind of like, old ways. We don't want them here. But she goes, you know what I mean? And she snaps you.
And Nazar's like, he's like internally fangirling.
I'd really like to like pick your brain if you're in town for a bit. I don't know what you guys are doing.
We're going to bed.
That does not surprise me, buddy.
Looking at Moonshadow over Alex, like Alex is facing Moonshadow. I'm shaking my head. Yes, say yes.
Definitely, we are in town for a couple days. So
Wonderful. I'm glad to hear that.
I would gladly talk with you about this.
I live out close to about near Gil's shack, but if we want to spar or something again, you know, maybe not with some money on the table, but I'd love to pick your brain.
Definitely.
You should go out for the stallion tomorrow. Those fights are pretty good. You can win 2,000 gold.
He just kind of smiles and nods, and he's really trying to think of anything
As
in
you
common to say, but all of the common is left his
while
brain.
you're even your drunken state, she kind of has like this angelic vibe off of her, and she's very fair skinned and everything, even despite with like her dark brownish black hair. You've never seen someone quite like that before, and you're just kind of like pretty.
Yeah, he's trying to think of anything in common to say, but all of the common has left his brain because he's so drunk and also so nervous.
She kind of like goes like this and sheaths the sword back onto her back, and she goes, "Well, thank you for a good fight. Have a good night. Rest up.
Yes.
Evening. Come on, girls." And you know they kind of pick up a couple things. You know, like, they kind of head off.
Wait.
He smiles and he just waves and he keeps waving until she's gone. And it's like, and he turns back to the group like.
Okay, so what do y'all want to do?
Look, what's to
Nazar,
go to bed?
Go to bed.
do you want to sleep now?
In Draconic, he says, I mean, I could stay up for a while. I could keep drinking. If Gilbert's still drinking, I'll still drink.
We're still drinking.
I'm
He's singing Draconic.
Oh my god.
It is
I
drunk.
think I'm hearing things.
Gilbert knows Draconic now.
Only when he's drunk.
drunk.
So, I mean, I can stay up, I can go to bed, it kind of depends on what the group is doing. If the group is staying up,
Maybe
I'll ride the
dictionary
vibes.
would be in.
So sleep then. And I
said it in Draconic. Do you
I know.
speak Draconic?
No, but I say so.
I
sleep
say, like, I'm
then
like,
after all
You keep saying, like, you say yes, but also no.
Yes, no group. Yes, no group.
Yes, no, yes, no, friends.
And I say, so that means yes, and we
sleep.
go to.
I asked Moonshadow, she's the sober one. So you two have accommodations, correct?
No.
Not yet, but we were told we could get rooms at either Mother Maya's or the Green Thumb Inn. so we're going to try
So-
getting beds
Okay.
somewhere.
I don't have any extra beds, but if you're unable to find a room, I'd give them like very like basic directions to run. Like if you're not able to find rooms, come to my shop. I don't have beds, but I have flat surfaces indoors.
Thank you very much, Locke.
I have children staying in my house. Oh god.
In Draconic, he says, that sucks.
Lame.
Do you need a room, Gilbert?
No, I have my house.
Yes, but there are children.
Well, they don't sleep in my bed. I have other things.
Come on, Gil, and I'm shouldering both of these men.
So are you going towards Gil's house?
No, we're going towards.
They're bringing Gil with them to the.
They're
Gil, you
bringing
letting
Gil.
his children sleep in your house alone?
They're with Alex.
They're with
Oh, is Alex staying there?
because she's
Can we
like
go to
right.
Gil's house?
She said that she's in that area.
It's a shack.
It's so sad.
It's
Don't
not a
smile.
house.
Okay, where are we going? Where are
Yeah.
people going?
Mother May-Eyes. I'm taking the boys to Mother May-Eyes.
I mean, that's where I live. So
To
I'm
get-
living there.
Okay. Just
That's
to
right.
expedite to get through long rest and get
This isn't home.
if you are you guys doing anything else there?
I'm going
Drinking?
to try and procure at least 2 rooms.
That we forehold.
That is fine. I will do 2 rooms, 4 gold, and try and get these men to go to bed.
So you guys, everybody gets home. Patrick, you make your way back to the camp.
Yeah.
So you have free accommodation. You have 4 gold.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So everybody, you have taken a long rest. So
Yay.
Nice.
full healing, full slots, whatever you need.
Oh god.
First
Sorry,
full
Tanbutte.
night in Tanbutte.
What an eventful day.
Oh, long.
What an eventful day we've had here.
It's been a long day.
Hey man,
Long day.
your first night in Tanbutte.
Uh-huh.
Good night, Tandy.
Good night, Tanbutte.
Just
Good
one.
night.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to check us out on all your favorite social media platforms at Ghostlight Dice. Special thanks to John Claudy for our theme, Wide Open Chaparral.